Welcome back. Of course, top of mind, Pan Am Games, Pan Am Games.
Good old Pan Am.
Yeah, and Winston's here. Now, this is something that can help a lot of people get around.
Yeah, we're talking about getting around easier, and the different athletic centers and the different arenas are quite spread out, right? I was looking at the map yesterday, and I noticed you have to get on a GO train to go all the way to Hamilton. You have to get on another bus.
Go to Markham.
They're trying to make it as easy as possible. Now, BlindSquare is an app that's kind of gaining buzz within the Toronto tech world. It's an app, for those of you that don't know, that help people who have visual impairments. It describes what's around you. So typically the app will give you points of interest. So say a coffee shop, or if you're looking for a library, you can put those points of interest into the app, and it'll tell you how to get there verbally, and you'll hear it.
Sure.
Now, what they've done, they've partnered with the CNIB, and what they're doing is they've inputted all the Pan Am locations in there so that people with visual impairments are able to get to the different arenas and just kind of help make it easier to get there.
And it helps also with transit too, or
with transit. So I have a short video here with kind of a look at the app, and what it does is you can put in all of the information, and it'll kind of read it out to you and show and really help describe how you get there.
Okay, so another way to help us get around.
Yeah, so this is the app simulating Union Station in Toronto. So you talk to it, and it'll input the information. So again, just helping people who need that extra assistance to get out there.
And it just launched yesterday.
It just launched yesterday afternoon. So really exciting news in the tech world.
Okay, great.
Locally in Toronto too.
Also, something we're talking about, emergency response, and we always need to keep with the times and change with the times, the technology, especially with 911 calls, because it's not just about this now.
It's a really interesting story, too. You know, when you think of 911, you think to pick up the phone and call, right?
Absolutely.
But, you know, we're looking at evolving. And, of course, this has been a conversation a lot of municipalities and cities in the States have looked at. A lot of municipalities here in Canada are looking at it as well. And this is so that we could maybe send pictures and video. They've even talked about live streaming a scene of a situation to 911 centers so they can better assess what services to send out where you are, especially if you're in a remote area. So
they can dispatch properly, but also, let's say it takes them 5-10 minutes to get somewhere. You have evidence of something happening. Of course, it depends on the scenario, right? Let's pretend it's a crime scene and there's action happening if you have your phone out. But of course, this brings up the question of safety. Safety as well.
Are we ready for this? A big issue right now that they're talking about is we're not ready in our 911 centers to have this technology in their tech centers, so that they can communicate this with you. You know, I can also see this service being used where maybe they can live stream with you so that while they're on their way to provide assistance, they can see what's happening, and they can help guide you so that, you know, both ends can have assistance.
Immediately I thought about an imminent birth.
Yeah.
You know, if someone's going into labor, usually it's just on the phone, here, make sure you do this, this, this. Well, that's quite the visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is quite the visual.
But it would help.
But it would help.
Absolutely. So we could be a ways away.
It's another option that they're looking at right now. I know that there are services that people with hearing impairments can also subscribe to, where you can text with 911.
Right.
So that is available, but they're looking at kind of amping this next generation 911 to a new level. So just another look at the world of 2015 and how we're continuing to evolve.
And beyond.
Beyond.
All right. Thank you very much, Winston. Let's go upstairs and see what's happening out there on the roads for you, Russ.